What's up, y'all? Welcome to the live stream. What's up, guys? Welcome to the live. I gotta do a sound check. I gotta do a sound check, guys. Make sure that we all good. Sound check, guys. I hate YouTube for making me do that. So, the view is very beautiful. Obviously, as you can see. Lake Michigan. The wind is very strong. The waves crashing. Waves reach like 8 to 10 feet, which is beautiful. Made sure to stay away from it though. What's up, Soar? What is up, Celeste? What is up, Tanisha, Kiara? What's going on with you guys? That they don't want to, they are in denial that you have became a better person. They want you to go back to the old you so that they can have a reason to point and laugh, and say, see, I told you so. Look, I knew she was gonna be that way. But see, my thing is, I have since I was a teenager, I have been targeted. As a matter of fact, since I was a kid, I've been targeted. But, in terms of people trying to make it to when I get arrested and sent to jail and stuff, that's been going on since I was a teenager. People they will try you. But my husband, he's also alive as well, y'all. But just like he said, you think I want to lose my freedom for you? I don't care about what you got against me. What's up? Who is this? Tanner. Okay. So if y'all can't hear me, it's obviously the wind is strong right here off Lake Michigan. So, unfortunately, the wind is strong. But people their best to bring out the worst in you. What people fail to realize is I have grown to live with peace. I've grown to forgive people that has done me wrong, that will continue to do me wrong, man. I've grown to not only love and respect myself, but also speak up for myself, because I'm not saying that, I'm gonna not address someone when they come off wrong towards me or whatnot. No, you will get addressed. I say this all the time. I preach this so much. Because see, the thing is, I love myself. I think I got dried up tears in the corner of my eyes, and it's not literally crying. My husband, he's so funny, y'all. He just had me crying, laughing. It's for real. So, when you cry and laugh and you got tears literally coming out your eyes. I'm actually talking about how you just had me crying and laughing this morning. So anyway, y'all, a better person, you know. I love who I've became. Honestly, I'm grateful every day of my life that I wake up. The first thing I do is pray. I thank God for me being able to see another day, for me being able to be a changed person, man. Because honestly, back then I didn't care. I didn't care, but at the same time, I definitely didn't want to go to jail. I never wanted to go to jail unless it got to a point where I had to really defend myself and it didn't look like that to everybody else, you know, or to police. Um, and when police get involved, and it gets to a point where I get guns with me, which, in terms of self-defense, it did happen to me like twice before, you know. People just don't understand. I'm not the type of person that want to lose my freedom, man. I got too much to live for, real talk. I'm fighting the system. I am fighting DCFS to get my children back home. They try their best to press me every chance they get, man. They sit here and they lie about visits and stuff like that, talking about ain't no visits and things like that, because they don't want me and my husband to be a part of the visit so we can't see our children. Then they try to point the fingers at us and make it seem like it's us intentionally miscommunicating. You know what I'm saying? You saying get your kids. I've been fighting for my kids for 6.5 years. And trust me, if I can grab them and get them, I will. You know what I'm saying? But you know, what they do is, if you even attempt to take your own kids, they will put charges against you. And no, your kids. You feel what I'm saying? So, I mean, at the end of the day, my kids, what y'all feel to realize, they are already learning your system. They already know what y'all got going on. They know how fraud y'all are. They know how wicked and evil y'all are. They know already. So, like, you know, yeah, they in foster care, false allegations, you know. See, this is what I'm trying to explain to y'all, you know what I'm saying? People have been testing me and trying me since the very beginning, you know. They want me to lose my freedom. They want me to. They do not want to see me walk, bro. They do not want to see me walking freely out here with my family. They don't feel like I deserve that. If I didn't deserve that, explain to me, why aren't we caring for a child right now? The amazing parents, and y'all know we are. The contract has been up. The contract been up. Y'all were supposed to been gave us our kids back. We did everything we were supposed to do. It is literally no excuses other than the fact that y'all asked me and y'all personal feelings about everything that we talk about on our platforms. Everything that we do, y'all extremely racist towards us. You know what I'm saying? Y'all have this, it's like, let's stereotype black folks. You know what I'm saying? They believe that we are the typical black people. They always label black folks as angry, frustrated, things like that. Obviously, we are frustrated that y'all keeping our children in the system. Who wouldn't be frustrated? You know, they done attempted to stick the police on us before, you know, make it seem like kidnapping our children. Not let me go further into it. They got these foster parents siding with them. The foster parents is against us. All type of stuff. So it is what it is. At the end of the day, y'all asses will not break my peace. You will not disturb my peace, no matter what. I am still living my best life. My children still know that we love them. My children know that we will always be relevant, no matter what. We are their actual parents. You can't take that away from us. Like, real talk. Right, they want to take that title away from us. They want to take us being parents away from us, but y'all can't. You can't. God blessed us to be parents. That's what you fail to realize. So I know that they're going to look at this video and use this as leverage to do whatever they want to do, which they've been doing, y'all, because I'm going to be honest with you, ever since 6.5 years ago, I've been participating. I've been doing my services. I've completed everything that they asked me to complete. You know what I'm saying? But they protection no matter what. It's like, oh, we got her kids and she's still able to be free out here. She's still able to, why can't we disturb her life? Why can't we disturb? The only thing that frustrates me is a group of individuals that believe that they're good people, but they really not, because they're separated families. They're trying to keep families separated. You know, the only thing that frustrates me is the fact that y'all keep trying to point fingers at us as if we are, you know, as if we are the problem, and we're not. You know what I'm saying? We're not doing anything. That the thing is, they don't even talk. We don't even get a chance to talk to y'all like that. We don't talk to y'all. Y'all don't hear from us, things like that. And when y'all do, it's only to try and confirm a visit. But y'all don't want us to see our kids so much that y'all are going to make sure that y'all ignore our visit confirmations, you know, so we can't see our children. But it's cool though. It is cool, because when I tell you, you're going to be the one to face the wrath, not me. Real talk. See, people, they feel like, you know, they get a kick out of trying to create adversity for you, y'all. But see, that they get upset when that's not the case. They get upset when they can't do that. They get upset when you figure out ways to navigate through negative obstacles that they try to create and put in. Real talk. Y'all don't even know. Look, y'all don't even know, man. I've been through worse in my life. Real talk. I've been through worse. I done lost people that was dear to me. Real talk. And that's the truth. I done lost my uncle. I lost my stepfather. I lost my aunt. You know what I'm saying? I lost both my grandparents. I lost all my grandparents, bro. My father's health is declining. My husband's mother's health is declining to the point where she has stage 4 cancer and she fighting for her life, bro. My mom ain't in the best shape. You know, I mean, I done been through a lot in my life as a teenager. I've been through a lot as a teenager. As in my early adult years, I've been through a lot. So you think that you creating smear campaigns on me and my husband's name and trying to keep our children at a distance away from us is going to hurt us? No, it's going to hurt you, because you putting all your time and your energy into doing something like that. You putting all your time and your energy into, you know, trying to keep us separated from our kids for nothing. Y'all know they be really watch, all of them, they really watch our channels and they feel some type of way. And what they do is they explain it to the organization about how they feel about what we talking about. And, you know, it is what it is. You know, you don't want me to have a voice. Y'all already don't want us to have a voice within this system. Y'all already don't want us talking and saying this, that, and the third, but they can't stop that. You know what I'm saying? They be upset that they can't stop it. They upset that they see us living our best life every day. They really want to bring us down some way. You don't know that I could feel that? Let me tell y'all something, man. I done lived, when I was homeless, right? I'm going to tell y'all how discernment is very strong. How discernment is very strong. The fact that I've been involved in this system and that crap for 6.5 years, I am able to literally feel when y'all up to no good. I can sense it. So I mean, do yourself a favor and stop. Real talk. I can sense, we already up on game. We know what y'all want. I'm not stupid. No surprise here. You know, nothing that y'all do surprises us. R.I.P. Nancy Schaefer. She already exposed the whole entire CPS, DCFS, DFSS, whatever you call it in your state. She already exposed y'all from the very beginning. A Georgia state senator exposed y'all before y'all killed her and her husband. Let's be real. And honestly, this is not even what my topic was going to be about. I was actually about to go on something totally different. But see, these are these are the demons that we have to conquer. You know what I'm saying? The system is the demons. Because see, you gotta think about something. If you aren't a demon and you are God's chosen and God's child, trying to create problems that's unnecessary. You wouldn't even be trying to keep families at a distance from one another. You would actually be doing God's work and trying to reunite these families, especially if they done a terrific job over the years in trying to gain custody of their children, bro. Especially if they've been advocating for what's right. What's right is what's right, and y'all know that. So, being that you want to abuse your authority and abuse your power, just know that God is watching everything that you do, and you will face the consequences. You can sit there and act like you don't care about nothing I'm talking about, and this actually is a message to anybody out there that has authority, that is an authoritative figure, and that can fix situations, but instead they decide that they want to go the opposite direction and create problems, create chaos. Create problems and watch chaos unfold. This is dedicated to you. Don't even sit back and think that, oh, I'm still going to live my life while I sit here and create problems for people. This goes out to anybody. Supervisors, people that run businesses, people that's in these organizations, presidents, politicians. It don't even matter. It don't matter. Anybody that has some sort of authority. If you have ever abused your power and you continue to do so, you will face harsh consequences in your life. You cannot sit here and think for 1 second that you got this under control, that you doing the right thing. You're not doing God's work when you going against people, trying to separate families or whatever the case may be. So I just want to say, people, they just want to bring out the worst in you, but they can't. No matter what. Obviously, y'all see that they can't. I'm still able to wake up every single day of my life happy that I am alive. And everybody should feel the same way. Real talk. Because we only get a chance to live. We only get one chance to live. So, how are you going to spend the rest of your life? Are you going to spend the rest of your life, full of depression, full of anger, full of whatever? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I get it. Things happen in our life. It be worse. Trust me, I've lost people dear to me, like I said. It be the worst. Unfortunately, grieve and keep moving. You got to keep going because you're going to build that strength up along your journey. Real talk. You're going to look back and realize how strong of an individual you really are once you allow yourself to go through things. People don't even allow themselves to go through stuff, y'all. They just be feeling like, oh, no, I'm too good for this. I'm not supposed to go through nothing. No, we all are supposed to go through something. This is life. This is life. And in a perfect world, if the world was perfect, there would be no chaos. There would be no negativity. There would be no getting into any altercations and things like that with each other. In the perfect world, and another thing too, so I'm looking at the last message somebody had said, are they in foster care? And I said, yes, they are in foster care because, like, ain't no shame in my game. If my children are in the system, they in foster care. They were placed there without my consent, without anything really being broken down to me. I'm gonna just be honest with you and straightforward. They kidnapped my children, just like they do all these other parents out here, man. Kidnapping ICE. You know what? ICE might as well run with CPS. They are the same. They are the same. They are separating families, and they think that it's fun. And you know what's so sad about doing stuff like this? The fact that they get to go home and lay their asses down, and the audacity of them to be able to sleep at night, the audacity of them to be able to get up and eat their food and not live in fear for their whole entire lives. I'm just being 100 because you gotta understand something. When you do wrong is gonna come back to you. The biggest threat is my mouth, and y'all hate when I talk. Y'all hate when I talk. That all type of stuff. We threats. And anybody out there that really speak the truth is a threat. Because speaking the truth is considered a threat. Make it make sense. I do what I'm supposed to be doing. And what I'm supposed to be doing is continuing to be a mother, no matter how hard that y'all try to make it for me and my family. I'm still going to be a mother. I'm still going to be talking to my children. I'm still going to love on them every chance I get, no matter what. You can't stop that. You can't even take away the title of me being a mom. Real talk. I'm just being honest. Like, if I worked in some sort of organization that takes people kids and stuff like that, I'm not going to think that I'm actually taking that title away from them. Like, I can't take the fact that they are the mother. I can't take it away. Like, the fact that y'all really think y'all can do that is diabolical as hell. So again, they got these crooked, wicked ass, hired people that's higher up in the office. I'm not even gonna say specifically who they are, but they got these wicked, cruel ass people that's over this stuff that can make a change, that decide that they don't want to because they heard so much about you that they want to sit back and test the waters, waste their time when they can really just give you what you deserve, which is your family. But it's cool. It's cool. Because God told me it's cool. I just want to let y'all asses know out there, God told me it's okay. He told me it's okay. So why you think that I'm going to stress every day of my life for something that you have a job, and your job is to continue to do wrong, obviously, when technically your job is to do right. You're doing the complete opposite. So since you wake up to get paid to do the wrong thing every single day of your life, then I'm going to be the one to tell you that you ain't going to be able to do it too long. You better ask the people that you work with that got fired for what they did. You better ask the people that you used to work with and see how they life going right now. And another thing, y'all, these people, they try to sit here and make it seem like their life is going great. I'm going to be honest with you. Me and my husband are able to see them up close and personal and see what they're battling, see what they're going through. And I'd be like, wow, the audacity. Like, that's all I can say. It's just a wow moment, because it's like, wow, it's people, really cruel people out here that will try to make your life a living hell the best that they can when they already going through hell. Of course they would. Of course. But, they just want to bring out the worst in us. They never could. And like I said, the only time you will ever see another side of me is if you ever think you're going to put your hands on me. That's it. Because I have every right to defend myself. And if a person think that they're going to walk in my face, like a few people did before, and you got another thing coming, because you're just going to get addressed. Like I said yesterday, it was this lady, man. Yesterday, she was being so damn rude, and she was being rude to me and a few other customers, And she was a black lady. So the other customers, some of them, they were letting her talk to them any old kind of way. And it was this one guy who put her in her place, and she still kept on, kept going. So I'm just sitting there chilling, minding my business, and I said, you know what? If she don't give me back what I need, I'm going to leave out this establishment and let her know why I'm leaving. So they end up giving us what we needed, right? So in the same breath of giving us what we needed, she started being real rude and disrespectful or whatnot. So I was like, excuse me, you must not be having a good day. She was like, oh no, I'm having a good day. This is how I act. You can ask anybody. I said, how old are you? This woman was like 50 plus, 60 plus, acting like a little child for nothing. She was just mad because it was hot as hell in the office, in her office yesterday. She was sweating bullets. She heavy set, all big and stuff like that. She's mad because she has to answer the phone. She's mad because there's more people coming in, that need help with things and stuff like that. If your job is to help people, why are you getting that's out here, it does require helping people. And a lot of y'all don't like that. So my question is, why do you have a job then? If you don't like it, why don't you go lay your ass down somewhere at home or figure out if you can do something else that does not require helping people? Because it's the same yesterday. And then the crazy part is she tried to touch my child. You know, our child is not a baby, and she do not like being touched. I'm gonna be honest with you, she don't. So what I did was I said, don't touch her because she don't like strangers. She said, oh, you calling me a stranger? First of all, you and your man are strangers. What? Huh? I said, how are you mad because I asked you don't touch her, to not touch her? Basically telling you to not touch her. This is my child. She came out of me. She was created by us. How the hell? See, that's another thing too, y'all. People get mad because when you address them and tell them not to touch your children, they get pissed off. This is my child. How can you get mad at that? Make it make sense, man. Weird, cruel people out here. You know what I'm saying? She tried to go toe to toe with me after I asked her to not touch my child. You know what I'm saying? My child literally did not want to be touched. You could look at her face and see like she was scared. And the lady, honestly, I don't know what that was. She did not look human. Serious. She looked very scary. Obviously she was human, but I'm saying she just looked like you know how people just look weird in the face? Like they just really look like an animal or something. I don't know what she was, to be honest. But I know one thing. Respectfully, people need to understand boundaries. And you can't touch everybody's child. You can't touch everybody. You know, people just don't know what boundaries is. They try to do handshakes with you. They try to fist bump with you. They try to hug you. They try to, like, what are you doing? I don't even know you. Weird. Then they get mad when you don't want to touch them. They get mad when you don't want them touching you. They get mad. They get upset. I just never understand people like this. But then again, I do, because what are you? You ain't even human. Like, if you can't understand what boundaries actually are, if you can't understand that you cannot walk up on me, be close as hell in my face, be close as hell behind me when I'm getting wrung out in checkout lanes. If you can't understand that, I don't want to touch you. I don't want you touching me. I don't want, like, what is wrong with these people, man? This is a whole nother different breed of human beings that we live amongst. Seriously. They want to see you do bad. They don't have any compassion. They get mad because you don't want them touching you, or because you don't want to say good morning back. You know, they get upset because you question things, because you ask questions. Like, if I got questions that need answers, especially if I am working for your establishment and you short me on my check and my hours, I got questions that need answers. How you getting mad? If this is your profession and your job is to resolve the situation, to make sure that I get exactly what it is I need, how are you getting upset? How can you possibly get upset? Like I said, I live with peace in my heart now, man. I literally don't find I have no reason to go to war with anybody out here. Real talk. I got too much to lose. And that's my freedom. That's my life. And if your life don't mean nothing to you, if your freedom don't mean nothing to you, then what are you living for? Real talk. We already live in this a corrupt ass nation, like a very corrupt ass nation as it is. The United States of America is corrupt. A lot of other different countries is corrupt. We were born on corruption, okay? But just because we were brought up and raised and corruption was already here does not mean that we have to be corrupt people. It don't mean that we gotta be corrupt right along with them. Let them people be evil. They're gonna face their wrath. Real talk. Look at Joe Biden. That man is, I don't even know. If you ask me, I think the man's already dead. You know, what happened to the news media covering his illness? Bull crap. Bull crap ain't about nothing. I don't trust the media. The media is damn lies, and the truth ain't it. At the end of the day, we were born into a corrupt world as it is. So it is best that we live with peace in our hearts. It is best that we do the right thing on these jobs that we work in. If you have a job that is designed to help families, that is designed to help individuals, please help them. Please help them. If you are a judge, please stop being corrupt. Please help families. Please help the people out here, man. If you a police officer, please help people. Firefighters, help. Stop the corruption. And you want to know something too, y'all? The only way that people are going to continue on with their corrupt ways is because they don't want to change. They are afraid of the word change. They don't desire change. They don't even want to wake up renewed in the mind. They don't even want to ask that God can renew their minds. Real talk. That he can give them a clean heart. They feel like it's too late. It's like it's already me being me. I'm being evil. I'm being corrupt. Let me stay this way. So when people don't want to change that about themselves, you know what I'm saying? They're going to keep being that way. And most importantly, let me put y'all up on game if you didn't know something. People try to create lies and run with the narrative that you are a bad person when you are really not. They need that as leverage to keep being the way that they are, to keep doing what they do. We don't do no wrong to nobody. We mind our business. We're parents. We do what we gotta do. You know what I'm saying? With whatever is in our way, we knock those things out one by one. I'm talking about tasks and things like that, things that we know that we must do. We get it out the way. If we feel like somebody is wrong in any situation that we have to deal with, we address them and we get them out the way. If it gets to the point where we have to reach to someone above them to address the situation for us, we do that and get it out the way. We do what needs to be done. We're trying to live our lives, bro. We're trying to live. That's all we're trying to do. And everybody else should be the same way. You can't think that you're gonna live a peaceful life if you do wrong. When you do wrong, wrong comes back to you. That's all I'm gonna say. When you do wrong, wrong comes back to you. It comes back on you in any type of way. Any type of way. You're be sitting there questioning like, man, what the hell? Why did this just happen to me like this? How did I lose my phone and my bank card? And I got coffee spilled all over me, man. And I ain't saying it like, you know, even if you a good person, that deserves to happen to you. Because sometimes, you know, unfortunately, we just run into some crazy stuff where mistakes happen. And sometimes good people things happen to us or whatever because it's designed to happen to us so that we can learn. We can pick up a lot of knowledge from what we go through. But also, you got people out there where, you know, things happen to them because they're bad people and they still don't get it. They still don't understand. You know, I have lived with a very evil, wicked, demonic person before. And when I tell you bad stuff just steady happening to them in front of me. In front of me. And I said, man, you still ain't gonna wake up, is you? You still not gonna wake up. You still gonna be the person that you are. I've even tried to talk to them and talk them out of being a bad person. Being an evil, wicked person. I've tried, you know what I'm saying? But it ain't work. But I'm about to get ready and end this live stream. Before I end, I do want to say something to my children. If they ever happen to see this video, ever. I love y'all. Nobody can ever take that away. Not a system, not a damn person. So at the end of the day, just know We out here, we fighting for y'all. We ain't gonna never stop. We're gonna always love y'all, man. You know, y'all just stay strong through this. Stay strong through it. Real talk. Just know that the system is like a needle in a haystack when it comes down to really trying to find a good person to really help you through this. But we gonna get through this, y'all. We strong. We got this. We family. Ain't nobody gonna tear us apart. Real talk. I tell y'all this all the time when I see y'all, man. Ain't nobody finna stop us from being a family. We love y'all. Real talk. I've never forgotten about y'all. I mean, let's be 100. I pushed y'all out. How can I forget about you? You know, I named y'all. How can I forget about you? Y'all my babies, man. I love y'all. Real talk. My babies, I love y'all so much. We gonna get through this. God got us. Real talk.